Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to talk about a very interesting topic and it will be so helpful for you. We're going to talk about the D7 division, also known as the Saptamsha divisional chart, and why we are looking into this chart because we want to know the happiness, we want to know the kind of fulfillment you will derive through love, how you're going to experience love in this lifetime. We can have a great understanding of love life, of family connections when we look into the D7, because D7 is all about diving deeper into your emotional strength, your happiness, looking so deep into your fifth house over here. And what is fifth house is about? It's about Purva Punya, the fruits which you are bringing from the past, the fruits of your actions, and how they influence your children, how they influence your happiness, how it influences your overall, I would say, potential in this life as well. So when we look at every planet in the D7, every planet will have a story to tell, a story regarding your fulfillment and your happiness regarding that particular planet. Like when we look into the placement of Saturn in the D7, it will show you how happy you will be through your work. Are you feeling fulfilled through your work, your career, your actions? And even if you're doing your best, still, what kind of Purva Punya you are bringing in, and how it's going to impact your work, your responsibilities. So every planet, if you want to see the fulfillment connected to every planet, do look into D7. In the same way, today we are talking about Venus. Venus is how you experience love in this life, the stability in your relationships, whether it's your family relationships or marriage in general, how you experience love in this life. Let's look into the sign of Venus in the D7 chart and how it's going to impact your journey in love, how it's going to impact the fulfillment you will derive in this life, and how you're going to learn certain lessons or changes with respect to your relationships as well. So yeah, each planet holds a great meaning in this chart, but today we are going to talk about Venus. Let's see how fulfilled you will feel in your love connections. What are you experiencing and learning with respect to love? And remember, also see the Venus placement in the Rashi, in the Navamsha, and in the D7 chart also, the dispositor of Venus. If Venus is in Aries, so you have to see what Mars is doing. So you have to see all of this. Complete analysis is very important. So let's get started. With Venus in the sign of Mars in the D7 chart, one has to learn a lot about self. Where do you stand in life? What love is to you? How much do you take care of your own self? Because Venus is about the love and the fulfillment which comes through love. And being in this very intense place of Mars, one may be very, furious. There's this intense need to find that love and support and comfort, but it's like your own foundation is weak, your own foundation is shaking, and yet you look out for love, you look out for that passion, that support system. But what about your balance? What about your strength? So having Venus in the sign of Mars in D7 chart, and with respect to the fulfillment, like where is your soul with respect to love and how it experiences love, your soul experiences love very passionately. It could be uh, anyone, like it could be a loving connection with a person, it could be even a parent figure, someone from family. You will always have few people with whom you have a very intense connection, like they can shake your world the moment they change, the moment they are not acting the way you want, how you expect them to be. It will shake your world. It will just bring this huge tremor in your life. So, because Mars is about passion, and Mars is also about something which is igniting and ready to, burst, ready to explode. So you have a lot of passion deep within. There's some kind of urgency. The soul is showing that uh, there's some kind of urgency that I need to be loved, I need to be supported, or maybe, I have to fix this connection, I have to fix this and that, I need to fix my bonds. Mars is about self, it's always about self. Whether it's Aries, which represents the identity, the self, whether it's Scorpio, which is about again diving deeper to one's own journey, diving deeper into your own self, diving deeper into all that uh, challenges which you have from within, clearing that away. So, having Venus in Aries in the D7 chart, it is about that the soul has to learn about love beyond the physical pleasures. Your love should be beyond any kind of appreciation. Like you may look for respect, you may look for love, which is about people admiring how you look, admiring what you are doing, and this should be something which is very superficial. So going beyond the superficiality of love and going deeper into love, this is what you have to learn. That love is not just about people coming into your life and respecting you, but it's beyond. Love is deep. Looking into that depth of love. For you, the fulfillment is about getting that support, someone who supports your individuality. This is what you want to experience as love, but it's beyond that. It's also about empowering yourself. That focusing on your own strength and foundation is so significant here. And then having Venus in Scorpio, which is again about dealing with a lot of, I would say, it's not revenge or grudges, but it's about having a lot of residue deep within. With respect to your soul's journey, its evolution, and how you're feeling love, it's a bit difficult because you will feel so hard to express yourself. You will feel so blocked in saying your own truth, in saying what you want. And again, the intimacy, the physical connection will become something so significant in love. This is how you express love. Maybe this is how you feel the love most. That intimacy, that physical interaction. That is what is significant for you, to feel that love, to embrace love in life. But I think in your soul's journey, where you have to work is with respect to the emotional intimacy. You may have fear of emotional intimacy. You may find it very hard to open up with people and trust them. And sometimes with Venus in Scorpio, Saptamsha, you're very fearful of your own self. That what will you do when it comes to love, because the way you may love some people, for them it might look very suffocating. It's you protecting, taking care, but it looks like control. Or maybe this is what you have been experiencing, others trying to control you in love, and this brings a lot of fear in you with respect to opening up emotionally. If I let them in, if I tell them about my fears and my secrets, they will have a control over me. So this is what, Venus in Scorpio Saptamsha is about. With respect to your soul's journey, love is fulfilling when you have people very close to you. But again, no boundaries. You must feel safe in love, and the others around you must also feel safe with respect to love. So you may have very intense emotions, very intense attraction and passion in this life, which needs to be, regulated. Everything cannot be done, blindly in passion. That is a very huge lesson for Venus in Aries and Scorpio Saptamsha. That passion is important, but somewhere there is a lot of looking outward with respect to gestures, physical intimacy, which is like fulfillment for you in love. But the thing is that you must work on your own courage and your power, that when life shakes you up, when you face some challenge, you have enough love to stand again and pursue what you want in life. Yourself is significant here with Venus in Mars Saptamsha. Venus in the sign of Cancer and Leo in Saptamsha division. Now, why I'm taking Cancer and Leo all together, why I'm talking about Venus in the sign of Moon and Sun all together over here, because Venus considers Sun and Moon as enemy. Venus is in the enemy sign when it is in Cancer or Leo. There's a reason why we're talking about these two placements together, because it shows many family wounds. There's a lot of wounding, a lot of challenges, which we actually, achieve from family, mostly from parents. How the parents, had their relationship, what we went through along with the parents, the dynamics between us and the parents. So this is about the care providers, the people who are supposed to give us security and safety, and what kind of ordeal we go through with them. Let's talk about Venus in Cancer first. But it's for sure that Venus, either in the Cancer or in the Leo in Saptamsha division, with respect to the soul's journey, how happy you will be in love and what is important for you in love, and how you will be experiencing love in this life. I think all of this will be greatly influenced by how you experienced love from your guardians, from your family, from important family members, the sun and the moon of your life, the father and the mother, anyone who was a very significant guardian in your life. I think that will change what love is to you, what you want in love, and how you're going to experience love. And any wound which comes through family, any challenge you went through, it will directly challenge how you function in love, what you think about love is. And whether the Venus is in the Cancer or Leo Saptamsha, one thing is clear, that one has to learn a lot about spirituality in this life. It's only the spiritual work you will do will bring that healing, so that you can feel that fulfillment which comes through love, that happiness, that bliss which comes through love. So let's talk about Venus in Cancer in the D7 chart. Now, this is a placement which is showing a deep need of love, emotional support. And what one may learn here is that the more I give, the more I give my love to others, the more cups I'm going to fill with love, my love. It will bring lots of love in my life. Like the more I give, the more I receive with respect to love. There's a lot of emotional needs. With respect to your soul's journey, you require the emotional fulfillment. Someone who, helps you, supports you, gives you that reassurance that, okay, here's my emotional support. But what happens as Venus is in a place of enemy, it shows that whatever love you pour into other people's life, it's not coming back to you. And what happens with this? There's even more deep desire to be loved and to get that love, that emotional love, and looking for love in the most unavailable people, empty people. This is what Venus in Cancer, Saptamsha deals with. There's a desire to find someone, especially maybe you may look in your partner, someone who is very motherly, who plays the role of a mother when it comes to love. And you also play like a mother when it comes to love. And when that mother dynamic happens in a relationship, suppose you are giving a lot, so you're the motherly figure, then it's always you are giving everything and not receiving anything in return. If you play the mother, so you act like a mother in your connections, in your bonds, and you provide and it's not there. That reciprocation doesn't happen. Somewhere it is about innocence, naivety, which needs to be taken care of here. You're giving your love in the wrong hands. One may go through certain points in life when it comes to love that it awakens your soul, it awakens a lot of purity and clarity in your life. Somewhere there's a block of like you are not capable of receiving love, you're not good enough to get that love. And when you go through these experiences and emotional challenges, you will see a lot of clarity and purity coming into your life, that you deserve a lot of love. And what you have to learn is that I must be very, careful of how can I give my love to others, where to stop. You go through those seasons, you go through those phases in your love life, in your emotional bonds, where you may have a very good connection with people, but it will go down at one point of time. But the love always comes back in your life. But how long it lasts, that's a challenge. So I think with respect to, how your soul is experiencing love and evolving, Venus in Cancer is about not, emotionally depending too much on other people for your happiness. And how much you care for others, how much you give yourself to others, that needs to be taken care of. Emotional bonds, significant emotional bonds, if you're not treated right, you'll be completely blocked in your life. Complete, like a mental shutdown. And that is what you have to avoid and heal in this life. Having Venus in the Sun's Saptamsha in Leo, now this is about the concept of how much love and respect I deserve in life. Venus here shows a very deep need of feeling more privileged, feeling more respected, uplifted in love. So there is the need of the other person coming into your life, or it could be a family member. someone who treats you with honor and respect. Somewhere in your soul's journey, the respect and the honor replaces love. It replaced every emotion at one point of time in your soul's journey. So respect becomes something so important. And Venus in Leo Saptamsha may have some challenges. Like, I'm not talking about children, but for Venus in Leo, I want to talk about children because um, they may struggle with their bond with children because they themselves, as children, are not very supported, or might not have been even loved enough, because the love is such a significant thing. It makes one feel very confident about themselves. That love and the nurturing energy while growing up is so significant. It creates the identity. If you are being deprived of love, your identity will be so different. So somewhere the inner needs and requirements are not being met while growing up. Or maybe love is all about some kind of force, like, okay, I will get this success, I will get this prize, I will buy this for myself. Feeling very grand with your achievements and your success and everything. This is what looks like love to you. The understanding of love is significant. What is love? Venus in Leo, Saptamsha. Love is for you, with respect to your soul's journey. You may feel very happy and loved when you see something so sparkly and beautiful, that this is so amazing and I deserve it. It will enhance my identity. It will enhance my success. It will enhance how the world views me. But when you get that sparkly thing, that golden thing, it's of no use. It's not giving you that internal fulfillment. So the external validation is what you have to get over with in this life when it comes to love. Leo is about sun, and sun is about the soul. It's about connecting with your very inner voice. So when it comes to love, listening to self, listening to your inner voice, somewhere the inner self is completely lost in finding love. When you don't know who you are, when you don't deal with your own challenges somewhere, you can never be happy in a connection or a relationship until and unless you heal certain wounds. You try to take care of your challenges, your inner challenges. I think for the Venus in Cancer and Leo, this is what is significant, because Leo in Cancer is about, again, your mind and your soul. Focusing on that first, and everything comes later: the family, the loved ones, and relationships. So Venus in Leo Saptamsha is about being so occupied by people, and the need to be this happy person, the need to be someone who is available for everyone. Like, you need to feel good about yourself. The others should see you in a good light. That need and that constant work towards it, somewhere the inner self is lost. With the Venus in Cancer, it's about how the mother experienced love. Her challenges may interfere in your life, in your marriage. For Venus in Leo Saptamsha, it's your father's challenges, it's your father's experiences in love, and his way of working in relationships, which may reflect in your relationships. So with the Venus in the Cancer or Leo Saptamsha, I think a lot of internal healing is important. Purification, clarity of mind and soul. And the more you are clear about yourself, what you want in life, the better the love experiences will be. Venus in the Saptamsha of Mercury, which means in the D7 chart, Venus either in the Gemini or the Virgo sign. Now, when Venus is in this zone of Gemini in the D7 chart, how are you experiencing love in this life? Well, love becomes the curiosity. Love is not a very concept of loving someone and being with someone, but love becomes something which needs to grow. You should have many experiences. Like, you want to grow with that person, you want to see the world, you want to, like, love cannot hold you at one place, it cannot keep you stuck at one place. This is what is challenging, because in your soul's journey, how you have experienced love is that relationships or the love, they keep you stuck at one place. They somehow stop you from being your own self. They stop your freedom, and you're not very expressive when it comes to love. So, especially with the Venus in the Gemini sign in the D7 chart, one may experience many connections in this life, short term connections, because it's not easy for you to have this sustained long term connection. It will happen, but I think it comes with a lot of experiences. There's a great curiosity to be with someone, to know that person, and to have a great bond of friendship, communication. Like, what stories do you have to tell, what stories this person has to tell to you. So it's not for you, love is not about having a safe home and so on, but to know the stories, to understand, to have more information about people, about their lives, how you live your life, what are you doing. So knowing people, knowing different stories, and to be with someone with whom you get the opportunity to see the world, travel, to experience, to learn new things. So there's a lot of curiosity when it comes to love, and that's why it brings short term connections, very intense but short term connections for Venus in Gemini. And on a very soul level, I think Venus in Gemini, Saptamsha, is about a lot of exploration in life. What love for you is to find love and beauty in everything you do in life. All the collective experiences, whether it's your favorite food, whether you are going to travel somewhere, you're going to meet your friend, like, you seek love in every small activity. This is what you are learning, and this is what you will find very fulfilling, to find love in every single moment of life. And to know people, to know their mind, to know their psychology, their way of loving. This is what you're exploring in this journey. So I think Venus in Gemini, when it comes to love, you seek that freedom. The freedom is very empowering to you. And when it comes to love, you want people to, talk to you and communicate to you very well. That good communication is what love is to you. Venus in Virgo. Now, here Venus is in a challenging place. Venus in Virgo in the D7 chart. Now, this is a very wounded heart situation. Do see how Mercury is placed in the Rashi, Navamsha, and the D7. But Venus in Virgo is about a deep wounded heart, where I think there are two aspects connected to it. One is that one feels very restricted in love, doesn't want to take big chance, doesn't want to risk anything for love, because of course there's a wound. And secondly, there is inability to open the heart. Like, one tends to punish self when it comes to love. And in some cases, I have seen with Venus in Virgo, like people tend to block their own path in love. They eventually hurt themselves. But in that action, many people around them also get hurt, even if they don't have any intention to do so. So, Venus in Virgo, with respect to your soul's journey, how you're going to experience love, I think love looks more like some kind of obligation. Relationships look like an obligation where you feel very afraid of intimacy because somewhere you don't want to feel responsible for the other person's emotions. And again, it's a very deep rooted thing because you might have been held responsible for many things which you never did in your connections, in your family life. And you overthink, you overanalyze your relationship. So, again, if a problem is there, you tend to make it even bigger. So, a healing of heart is important. In your soul's journey, love is not a very easy thing, and you're not very open to talk about it. So again, a major focus on healing of oneself, taking care of oneself. And I know the next question will be, um, a lot of people talk about healing, but how healing happens, like what to do for that. Well, we have different videos for that coming up very soon. We'll talk about each and every planet, how the healing can be done. But yes, a lot of self love is significant here. And how you take care of your habits in your daily routine, how you put love into everything you do in life. I think healing starts from there. Venus in Saptamsha of Jupiter, which means Venus in the D7 chart is in the sign of Jupiter, either the Sagittarius or it's the Pisces. The very theme of having Venus in this placement is to awaken the self. What you're experiencing in love in this life, whatever you go through, whatever you learn in love, the only theme is to be more self-aware. Like something awakens you. The experiences in love, what you are doing for others, what others are doing for you, that overall connection which you have with people. There is this play of Jupiter to awaken your spiritual self, to grow beautifully in life. I think whether it's Sagittarius or Pisces, having Venus in the Jupiter Saptamsha is about releasing certain fears of life. The fear of, other people holding on to your growth. If you are in love, you are experiencing a connection, other people blocking you from your happiness. There's a very deep need of freedom for both Venus in Sagittarius and Venus in Pisces. With respect to Venus in Sagittarius, you will see that the love experiences you may have, the connections you have, they will really brighten up your life. You will feel more motivated. It really brings that happiness in you. But with the very same placement, there are times when you may outgrow your partner. You may outgrow certain people. They are not evolving in that manner, the way you change, the way you evolve, the way you get more knowledgeable. So your journey ends with those people. And it is the opposite sometimes when the other people may outgrow you. They may have their own even challenges. It's not about them outgrowing you, but also them being stuck on something in their life. And their challenges are so impacting over you, like you feel stuck because of their challenges. So your partner's growth or the people around you, their growth comparing to your growth and your experiences, if it differs, this is where you will feel the challenge in love. You may feel stuck, that the influence of other people, the influence of someone whom you love, it is blocking your path, it is blocking your happiness. So, what you have to learn when it comes to love, what your soul is learning, is to firstly, don't feel stuck when someone is not okay and someone is stuck in a situation. You can be a bit more patient with that person, and you don't have to limit yourself for your relationships as well. You can be compassionate, you can be someone who can give great advice to people who are in trouble, but also you can continue to grow and expand. Love is something which can help you to grow, not to block you. And with the Venus in Pisces, again, you deal with people who may not be as sensitive the way you are. There's a lot of sensitivity with you, how you interact with everyone, what you think about life. There's a lot of very delicate energy you carry within. You want to experience love. This is what your soul's journey is showing. You're experiencing love, something like it's so beautiful, dreamy, delicate, so tender. But the realities of life, the harshness the people carry, it can, traumatize you. And then you may tend to rush and run away from people. Like, there is deep need of love, but there's also a fear of being with people. This is the classic challenge with the Venus here in Pisces. So, with the Venus in Pisces, what you're learning through love, what you're experiencing through love is, the more you experience love, the more your love becomes universal. Your love is not, uh, you know, can be kept into some category or classification. Like, you feel love for what it is. It's not the romantic love or the motherly love or the love for a friend. It is just beautiful feeling which you experience, and experience it without putting labels to anything. Just experience love. And what you have to really understand is that even if you lose someone, and the love is no more in a connection, I think that love comes to you in some way. This is the very essence of love. So understanding the very higher meaning of love is important here. Like love for animals, love for a certain friend, a family member. It's so pure, which you carry deep within. But I think this also brings certain fears. So for Venus in Sagittarius and the Pisces Saptamsha, I think something is very common here. And that common theme is spiritual awakening. Love. When you get some experiences in love, you will be activated. The very curiosity of yours towards your own self, awakening of self, understanding more of yourself, that spiritual work which is required, that will be initiated when you experience love. This is the very purpose of love in your life, and also to connect with the very eternal love, and that is divine. That closer connection to divine needs to be discovered in this lifetime. With Venus in the Saptamsha of Venus itself, which means in the D7 chart, Venus is either in the Taurus or in the Libra sign. How you're going to experience love in this life? Well, it's definitely about people, about the people around you, your important connections in life. You will treasure, you will value your people a lot. It's the presence of certain souls, certain people in your life which is so significant for you. You you will try to make everyone happy. You will try to do everything for other people. There's a deep desire to share your love, to give your love, to do everything for other people. So now we have to see the spiritual angle as well here. What is here significant about your soul? So you might end up doing a lot for others. You may also seek validation. You may also seek other people's approval for your own journey, which gets difficult for you. The most important aspect is to look within the corners of your heart, deep within, to understand what love is to you, to get that equality, to get that balance in love. You don't have to be on the giving side, and also you don't have to be on the side of completely, draining yourself, and you're giving love so that you receive love. You should be worthy of love. Understanding your own worth with respect to love, it's important. When Venus is in Taurus, it is about valuing your loved ones. You will value them, you will cherish them, even if like certain people that really want to go out of your control, like they may feel you're trying to have a big control over them. But it's just the love and the way you want to secure everything for these people. So don't change your worth, what you value the most in life, just to align with people's values and their lives. So that is what you have to learn here. And I think a big chunk of your love and your heart space will go to the loved ones, the family. Again, see how the Venus is placed in Rashi and Navamsha. Sometimes you're doing a lot and not receiving enough. And then comes the need to take care of your own heart, to fill your own cup. That is what is significant for Venus in Taurus. To acknowledge, to see the beauty in you. This is what you're meant to learn with respect to love, to self-love, and also with respect to the love you have for other people. To see your worth and value, your beauty as well. If you have Venus in Libra, with respect to your soul's journey, with respect to how you experience love in this life, you will have a lot of souls very deeply connected to you. At least one or two people who are very deeply connected to you at every stage of life. And even if you try to, get away from those connections, it will be very hard, because you're so deeply connected to these particular people. So your life, how you're experiencing love, your life becomes about sharing your resources, sharing your time, sharing your experiences with people. Somewhere on a deep level, the soul is looking for equality. Some kind of justice is required when it comes to love. So again, with Venus in Libra, you may try to, take many actions so that, like, the other person is not taking enough actions, but you are taking enough actions to have that situation in control, to have that connection in a certain control. You want to maintain a certain equilibrium over there. So that give and take, that reciprocation is what you want with respect to love. This is what love is to you, when people reciprocate to your actions. And you may start chasing this a lot. And on a very true sense, Venus, with respect to the Saptamsha's placement in Libra, it's about aligning your mind, body, soul in a great harmony. And when you do that, you know who is giving enough justice to you and who is not doing enough for you. So to leave places, to leave certain places and people is important for you when you don't see reciprocation, because you may overdo a lot to get that reciprocation in love. And maybe other people are not taking steps, they're not taking the initiative, but you're always the one who is taking initiative. Having Venus in the Saptamsha of Venus is a symbol of a very big heart. Yeah, if the Venus house is different, if Venus gets along with Ketu, Rahu, then it's different. Even if Venus is with the moon, it gets very different. But it is about a very big heart and a lot of love for other people. But I think it's not that how beautiful Venus is in Taurus and Libra, but the kind of timeline we are living in right now, this love is often taken for granted or being misused. So, protection of your heart, protection of how you open up to others, how you open your feelings, this needs to be taken care of for this placement. Venus in the Saturn's Saptamsha, which means that in your D7 chart, Venus is in the sign of Saturn, either Capricorn or Aquarius. What are you learning with respect to love, and how you're going to witness the love, how you're going to experience the love in this lifetime? I think the biggest lesson, because Saturn represents the lesson, the biggest lesson which you are learning in this life is not to, worry or to try to control your connections, not trying to have a control over your important connections, relationships, having control when it comes to the love connections, trying to get a particular outcome. If not, then you are in this sense of crisis. So whether your Venus is in Capricorn or Aquarius, not trying so hard to control any outcome in love, this is what you need to learn. And for both of the signs, whether in Capricorn or Aquarius, what you're also learning is to manage your work and your connections all together. Because for you, your work, your ideas are very significant. And when you work along with people, when you are in love and any kind of a love connection, whether it's a family relationship or it's a marriage or any significant romantic connection, I think people's requirement of love from you may be as such that somewhere your work, your ambitions, your goals, your ideas may suffer. It can be overwhelming. So that balance between work and love is important. And your journey in love is about more of responsibilities, more of feeling very responsible for your loved ones, not thoroughly openly enjoying love, but you're someone who is very responsible and you want to do a lot for other people, but on the very same hand you feel a bit stuck because there's so much of expectations. So to experience what love is, it's a major aspect of your life. To experience it beautifully, the very lightheartedness which comes through love, that bliss which comes through love, rather than getting very serious with respect to your relationships. That seriousness is very strong with Venus, but your capacity to have strong connections is very amazing. Like people will see how strong you are and how you tend to do everything for them. That is the beauty. Now with Venus in Capricorn, your vision, okay, your purpose, whatever is significant for you, that might get impacted when it comes to love. what you are experiencing with respect to love is not to be a person who is doing everything for others. I think somewhere the soul is very tired of managing everything all together. That release is important. Having clarity with respect to what you want in life is important, when it's your family life or a loving connection. You have to be very clear with your goals and your desires, what you want in life. You might be even sometimes afraid that my desires, my ambitions should not be blocked when I am in a loving connection. So, Venus in the sign of Capricorn in the Saptamsha division, how you're experiencing love in this life is you are doing a lot for others. You are fulfilling your responsibilities. I think somewhere taking care of others is what love is to you, and other people supporting you in your journey, what you want to do in life, your dreams, and people should be excited about it. This is what will really excite you and will make you very happy. So, stability is what you want in love, and you want togetherness. It's not just that one person is happy with me. No, you want everyone around you to be very supportive and happy, and this is what you are experiencing. You want connections, you want people to align with what you want. Sometimes it will get disappointing again, because you may try to control the outcome of every loving situation, connection. You have to release the people, let them be what they are. People will reveal to you who they are through their behavior. This is what you have to learn. Venus in Aquarius. Now, with Venus in Aquarius, there's a very deep need to experience love, to experience the beauty, the richness the love brings in life. But also there's a lot of fear of being invaded, like the privacy is being invaded, or when you meet people, when you experience this emotional bonding with the family members or a loved one, your ideas may be questioned, your belief system may be questioned. So you feel that a lot of people just interfere with your space and your freedom in this life. What you want to experience love is freedom, people understanding you and giving you that space to be who you are. And how you're going to experience love in this life is through following your passions, because you may have certain ideas, plans, you have certain desires you want to pursue, and that will make you very happy. I think this is how you're going to love yourself, by pursuing your desires, pursuing your goals. And also with this, there might be a pattern in love where, like, you're with someone and then you see a very long break. You may go through a very long period of disconnection, and then you may come back with that person again. So these breaks are very significant, because how you're experiencing love in this life is when you go through that break, when you go through that separation with people, you will learn a lot about your own self. You will learn more about how significant is to understand the other people's journey as well. Because remember, Aquarius is the humanitarian sign. So here, you don't have to just follow your own journey, but when you are in love, when you have a family, when you are with a lot of people who are important to you, it's equally important to see what their journey is about, understanding their life, their experiences. So that work is significant. You are meant to do this work of being with people and understand what they want and what is their life is all about and what your life is all about. So learning about life through people and your connections is what you're destined to do in this journey. And for both Whether Venus is in Capricorn or Aquarius, there is a very strong desire to have a hold and a control on your connections and how they work out and how they will pan out. This needs to go, because it may keep you again very stuck for a very long time, and you cannot thoroughly enjoy what love is. There's a lot of uncertainty, a fear of the unknown as well.